Hello, everyone. I wanted to touch base because I feel like I've been having the same conversation over and over again lately with lots of different types of practitioners. But it feels, and I'm going to try and articulate this in a way that comes to me in visions. So I'm going to do my best here. But what I'm feeling is that we've entered this really kind of cocoon space and we've gone insulated. And if you're feeling a lot of and I've spoken about this before, but self doubt coming up or feeling like things just aren't flowing as they should be, I think the messages now that I'm starting to get through are that what's coming through is something really to focus on because we have to break that cycle. And at the core of that cycle, whatever it is for you, so it could be a sense of, um, self doubt in yourself. It could be the same kind of patternings coming through. It could be, it's like that sense of, oh, what am I here again for? Why am I stuck like this again for? Like, I shouldn't be stuck like this. I've done so much work around it. So it's that kind of feeling coming through. It's like, oh, why am I back in this position again? And you've got a lot of the mindset stuff and you've gone through it over and over again. And the difference with this energy is that we really have to get down to the core of how do you speak to yourself and how much vibrancy do you hold in yourself? What is the vibration that you hold towards yourself? Because that is shifting everything, or not shifting everything. You know what it is that you need to change about your thinking habits. And the thinking habits seem to be coming from those childhood patterns. So there's childhood patterns of defense and protection, our interpretation of the world. Whereas now we have to come back to, well, how do I want to respond to that now? What's the new reality? And if you're looking at it from that really energetic point of view, it feels like, and if you've heard about timelines, it's like your soul purpose here. And like a higher timeline is like your fast track to that soul path and that soul feeling of, yes, that's what I'm here to do. That's the images that I've been given. Um, and then the lower ones are just you take this path instead of that, instead of that path, or I'm going to meander a little bit. It's like the scenic route to where you want to go. So a higher timeline is like the highway to it, right? So if we want to, if we really want to jump to that higher timeline of our soul purpose, this feels really woo woo for me to talk about, but this is what's coming through, and I love it. It makes sense to me, so I'm hoping it resonates with you. But so the timeline that we are being called to needs a heart opening, and our heart really can't open until we love ourselves and we send love to the thing that is keeping us stuck. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you just go, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. It's a real sense of, I accept, I appreciate, and these are now the steps I'm going to take forward because I know that that's going to challenge me, and I know it's going to get me out of my comfort zone, but I know that this is right for me. So that's what's really being asked for us. So overall, if you're feeling that like stuck tension kind of feeling, it's because you're being shown where you're stuck and what could change. Um, so it's like all of our attention is being drawn to the thing that has to change. And then we have to change an energetic approach to it. So not just doing the right things, but really genuinely changing our mindset and our love and our habits around that thing. Now, the other thing that's coming through is that while we're doing that, the energy around us of the collective feels really, the only way I can really put it is dense and heavy. And so it feels like before, when we used to send out our sparkles everywhere, that light everywhere, it would reflect back at us and then it'd fill us up, right? And you'd get motivated by it and you'd come forth and it would all just kind of flow. Now it feels like that energy is so dense. A friend of mine likened it to the moon reflection. It's like the moon's not reflecting back, it's through a dense cloud. And so you're feeling like you're putting all this energy out into the world, but it's just not coming back. So I know I'm not the only one feeling like that. And that energy out into the world is just not coming back. Now, the messages I've gotten around that are about, well, one, the whole energy is down and is dense, and people are really being faced with challenging stuff, and they're, we're all being asked to shift and change, but some people are scared, so that it's harder for people to move. So one of the things here is that we are here as this, natural thing. If we're wanting to shift, it means that you are connected to wanting to be that light in the world. Is that it takes an extra bout of self-care and surrounding yourself with really good quality conversational people who will support you, who will feed back to you, because the energy isn't going to give you what you necessarily need. And we are here to shift that energy. And so it's like that first moment of inertia that you need in order, it's the most, in order to turn the wheel the other way. When it's going that way, it's like we have to really push it hard at the moment. But it's got to come from a space of really staying connected, really taking self-care, really taking self-love, really watching our thoughts and just going, like that energy of success is that there's no doubt that you can do this. There's no doubt that this is why you're here. It's just a matter of timing and how, and keep going and filling yourself up in a really positive, fulfilling way, whatever that way is for you. So go out there, be your light beam. And I feel like I've done these similar sorts of videos before, but I think the energy now is really around, it seems to be like a lot of agitation and frustration. It's like not so much helpless, like it's not a hopelessness, it's just like that, what do I need? What is it that I need to do here to shift things? Like, why does this pattern keep coming? What is that shifting thing? And it's got to do with your communication, and it's got to do with the way that you communicate with yourself and with the universe and the things that make you stuck. Like, what's your energy towards those things? Can you love when there's lots of dense energy around? So really connecting to that space. So I really hope that helps, and thank you for listening, and I will speak to you guys soon.